Thursday, the 13th of June. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Frontier Opening Bell. This is your takeoff of the show this morning as we tiptoe through to the end of the week, as it were in the mid of June. The Nigerian market was closed Wednesday, for the Democracy Day holiday. The last trading day was Tuesday, when the index was standing at 99,630. The market was a little bit quiet ahead of the Wednesday national holiday. In the Cote d'Ivoire, BRVM softened by 0.04%, 225.85 on the composite index. The EGX remained positive for the third trading day of the week, 20 basis points to the north, holding the 26,000 ground very tenderly, while the Nairobi stock market eked out its first gain since the start of the week, 0.1%, that's 113.39. The GSE in South Africa rebound very strongly, 1.28% right out of the blue, taking the GSE all-share index north of 77,000. Those are your market rounds for Wednesday, the 12th of June. Let's get on to see the big headlines from East Africa as we get on, and Central Africa as we get on with the rest of the day. Kenya's electricity prices up for the first time in 6 months, while more farmers are shunning the banks in Kenya and looking for loans and going informal to secure loans for their agriculture needs. That's quite a telling story if you look at the structure of the banking sector in Kenya, East Africa's biggest economy. Sticking with the region, Uganda says it's setting aside about 265 billion shillings to tarmac the roads around the Mukono area of the country. And in DRC, the country is looking to take full control of the joint venture for the exports of gold that the country produces in partnership with Emirati organization. Those are your headlines. East Coast. Let's move on to West Coast. Grab a few headlines from the AFDB appointing Lamin Barrow, who is currently the Director General of the AFDB Group in Nigeria, now expand his position to cover the entire West African zone. Congratulations to the Gambian-born Lamin Barrow, by the way. Senegal has joined oil-producing countries with first offshore field from Sangoma. That came in just a few days ago. Congratulations to Senegal joining oil-producing countries on the continent, while Ghana is considering $1.7 billion support from Afreximbank. We also got news overnight that a deal has been secured with international creditors, which allows Ghana to have further window of funding support from both the World Bank and the IMF. All these are coming through as a countdown to the final months of President Nana Akufo-Addo as the head of the resource-rich West African economy. And the ICBC, which is the Chinese bank, as well as Standard Chartered, have closed $500 million dual tranche loan on behalf of Afreximbank. That was reported yesterday as Afreximbank opens its 4-day annual meetings in the Bahamas, including a conference that focused on Africa. The Africa Trade Finance Report for the current period was also released at the opening of the conference yesterday. The opening formalities of the annual meetings will take place today, Thursday, the 13th of June. Let's take it down. Take up for me the Southern African headlines with MultiChoice reporting earnings in the water. Overall subscriber base down by 9% for its full year ended March the 31st, 2024. Group revenue down by 5%, trading profit down by 21%. The numbers show that MultiChoice technically insolvent. However, you've seen the deal or the takeover bid by Canal France, Plus France, which is putting about 2 dozens of billions of dollars on the table to acquire MultiChoice. That offer has been is still being discussed, but is likely to go through, with MultiChoice reporting a decline in numbers. Broadly speaking, as outside the GSE's home base, numbers were not looking really positive from a number of regions, including one of its choices and one of the most largest country on its portfolio, and that's Nigeria, by the way. Zimbabwe's National Railways says it's set to get about $431 million for upgrade of its facilities across the country, while SPAR in South Africa is surging as the group expects a Poland exit at the end of September. And Transnet says it's met with the World Bank to rectify factual errors in its port index. Part of the latest Muddy Waters, the Transnet, that logistics giant in South Africa, has found itself. And finally, both Naspers and Prosus says the group headline earnings per share may jump between 92 and 98, roughly 100% in US dollar terms when those numbers are released. We'll keep our eyes on the lookout for those numbers from these two giants, all listed on the GSE and other markets around the world. Let's get on to North Africa, where Egypt and Equatorial Guinea says they're strengthening their cooperation in security, trade, and infrastructure. It's a handshake between Egypt and North Africa and Equatorial Guinea, the tail end of West African region, if you look at that on the map. Morocco is reporting a surge in foreign direct investment, 48.6% upside year-on-year to $1.34 billion at the end of April, just about 2 months ago. And Morocco is also reporting a surge in tourism with roughly 6 million visitors reported in the month of May. And finally, Egypt's UAE's Outpost Groups is looking to invest $4.7 million in cruise terminals in Egypt to welcome more visitors to the land of the pharaohs. And those are your headlines on your Frontier Opening Bell this Thursday, the 13th of June. I am Bosi Namafai. Have a great day.